say, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? I am your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, the best film writer and director in St. Louis. Facts, award-winning published author, actor, journalist, actor, business owner, Lacey G Souldier Turner. And today I got a very special guest with me, man. Y'all already know one of the greatest battle rap league owners to me, man. Out here doing this thing, gets much respect. We got the amazing, wonderful, talented ARP, man. Welcome to the
Yeah,
club.
yeah, yeah, y'all. Man, that intro, man. Honored, humbling, man. I appreciate you, man. What's up with you, baby? How you been?
Hey man, you know me, man. I just been on the grind, man. You know, we got a couple things to talk about. But before we get into this
Yeah,
Black
man.
South 3, I want to add, for the people who don't know you, can you tell me where were you born and raised and how was your upbringing as a child?
Yeah, man. Listen, I'm an 80s baby, born and raised New Yorker, you know what I'm saying? So, I came up in that golden era. I came up in the inception of hip hop. I mean, I was raised like everybody else, man. Public school system, running around, creating chaos, getting in and out of trouble. Nothing too crazy, you know what I'm saying? But, came up through the public school systems, you know what I'm saying? Just like anybody else, man, any other kid, you know what I'm saying? If you came up in the 80s and the 90s, then, hip hop was life. And for me, hip hop is definitely a part of my bloodstream, and I can't live without it. You know what I'm saying? In all forms, in all forms. You know what I'm saying? It's a part of my culture. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we all come up, man. I'm no different. We all here doing our thing.
Facts. So what were you doing before you got into battle rap?
Running around, trying to be an entrepreneur, being in different business ventures. I wouldn't even say got into battle rap like beforehand because I've always been into battle rap. Once again, because battle rap didn't start when it hit YouTube. It didn't start when it started to hit DVDs. Battle rap was always happening. It was happening in the hallways. It was happening at the lunch school tables. It was happening, in clubs. You know what I'm saying? Like we all seen some of them classic hip hop clashes, even when it was just about rocking the crowd. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? It wasn't even about, lyrics going back and forth at, tailored material at your opponent. It evolved over the years, you know what I'm saying? But before battle rap, as we know it today, pretty much the same thing. I was just into it regardless. So as it continued to formalize and then me getting involved in it, you know what I'm saying? I was just a part of the growth, I feel. So I don't know. When you say like, what was you involved with before battle rap? I feel like just hip hop, period. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was on the same type time. It's just battle rap is still the purest form of it. You take away the beat, you take away, you know, the overly glitz of it or the replayability of it, like that happens on music tracks and albums and whatnot, and you kind of tailor it to an actual battle, me versus you, who's better. And that happens in the music form as well. You know what I'm saying? But when you have two opponents or two MCs standing face to face, exchanging back and forth, my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn, I just feel like we've come up seeing forms of that. You know what I'm saying? So, today is just an evolved state of that. So once again, man, I was doing the same thing as everybody else.
Right. All right, so let me ask you this, ARP. So many people have asked me. They was like, "Hey, man, you should start a battle rap league." They don't know the headaches, the diva,
Nah, you don't want to do that.
the
Don't do
diva.
that.
They don't know the diva attitudes and all this. So, what made you start your own league?
I'm gonna tell you this, man. Listen, and I don't want people to say like, "Yo, ARP say don't start a league as if he don't got one," right? Let me tell anybody that got some money right now, you want to buy RBE for me, you know what I'm saying? DM me, all right? You know what I'm saying? If you hit the right number, I might could turn over the keys to you. You know what I'm saying? But no, some real shit. The only reason why I say that half sarcastically, I mean, some people like to get involved because it could be similar to the way I got involved, where you just say, I see what's going on. I love what's going on. I'm a part of the culture. I'm also a part of battle rap. I bleed this shit. But at the same time, people have that itch in them where they just like, it's one thing to sit on the side and be a critic. It's one thing to be on the side and be a supporter or be a fan. Other people sometimes want to take a step further and they say, I'm going to be a doer. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody got to become a doer. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make you less of a person. But I was that person. I was just like, yo, I kind of feel like it would be dope if this was different, or if I could see this idea, if I could see that matchup right there. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what compelled me to jump in and start my own platform. But at the same time, I'm 10 years in, man. I didn't seen a lot. I didn't seen a lot. And I don't think that it's the best thing to jump into to be a league owner if you're looking for it to be a long time, primary career. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you want to get in battle rap, period, whether you want to be a battle rapper or a league owner, just make sure it's a supplement or a complement to other things that you got going on because it's a very very volatile industry. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to crush nobody's dreams though, but do what you do.
Right. So let me ask you this. You done put on a lot of big matches. So
Yeah.
before you get out of here, before you finish with battle rap, what is your dream matchup that you would love to book?
Um. So a dream matchup that I would be booking myself.
Mhm.
I would love to see. I've said this a couple of times in the past too, and I actually kind of had a little negotiations around this battle. Very, very light, nothing too crazy. But Royce the 5'9" versus Daylight
Mm.
is something that I would just love for RBE to get done, and that's more on the dream side, like something that we're not actively going after, but if it just was something that I could make happen, but yo, that's like crazy, and I didn't really expect us to put that together. um, a general battle rap dream battle. And I'm not going to say it's a dream battle because it's very well known. I think it's just something that we all want to see, and that's Daylight versus Loaded Lux. You know
Definitely.
what I'm saying? I don't think that there's a lot of big, heavyweight matchups like that. That's still are pending. That is still waiting to happen. We've all created, a lot of classics, a lot of mega moments over the years, and I just don't think that battle rap has matches of that magnitude in an abundance anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I think myself and a lot of fans would like to see that before, things dip down any further.
Mm. Yeah, it's crazy. I just got off the phone with Daylight not about 30 minutes ago, and I was telling him the
Shout out to
same
Day.
thing. I was like, Daylight, we need to see you and Loaded Lux.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to Day, man. Shout out to Day.
So let me ask you this, ARP. Like right now, even like probably the past couple of years, you done had battle rap buzzing, even with the Hitman and Cassidy battle. Right now, everybody's saying RBE is the number one league. Do you feel this is like a passing of the torch from URL because everybody, saying you are the number one battle rap league now?
Yeah, and we appreciate it. We appreciate everybody, all the fans, and everybody. A lot of people, majority of the culture, passing the torch. But I'm gonna pass it right back to whoever passes it to us. It's never something that we wanted. I don't see that as an accolade for us, given our approach on battle rap, given our approach on the battle rap industry, given the fact that we don't do this for a living, given the fact that we kind of move more towards the quality as far as than the business, that and the politics. You know what I mean? So what it takes to actually be number one in this type of industry is not something that I'll be willing to sacrifice what's really important to us within RBE for. You know what I'm saying? So that's some of the reasons why. But even past that, when you're really, really a part of battle rap, and you're on the inside as well, you understand the movement of it. You know what I mean? The movement of the battle rap industry, it's not like Michael Jordan doesn't play for the last X amount of years, yet we still call him the GOAT. That means that he's established,
Mhm.
right? 20 years from now, 30 years from now, when LeBron is done, we're still going to be saying he's number one, number two, number three, number four, wherever you got him ranked, right? It's
Mhm.
not like that in battle rap. Um, Battle rap is more so what have you done for me lately? And that goes for the leagues as well as the battle rappers. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
I peeped that very, very early on. And I said, no matter what, you could put in a over amount of work. You could put in a lot of innovation, creativity behind the scenes. You could be breaking your neck behind this shit.
Right.
And it's just going to be like, you know what? Those battles or that event or that card or that moment that you created isn't what I cared for. So I'm over here for the moment, and
Mhm.
that's just what it is. So I don't get caught up in the number one or who's running with the torch or who's the leader, because I know that that'll switch on me in 3 months. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So I concentrate more on RBE doing RBE, period. And I feel like with RBE consistently doing what we've done over the last 10 years, that's always going to have us at the forefront of the culture. So that I feel like is definitely deserved. But whether you interchange us, number one, number two, or number three, that doesn't move somebody like me.
Mm. So one thing I want to talk about, you know, with you, you never act too big for anyone, even like the little bloggers coming all the way up. You always try to show that support. And I think that's a true testament to your character, because some people feel
Appreciate it.
are in a higher position, they be like, So what made you be that way?
I didn't become that way in battle rap. I became that way just as my personality developed from a little kid. You know what I'm saying? I just despise people that just they turn their noses up, or they move off of accolades, or they treat people different based on their status. Or yeah, I just don't like people like that. I don't gravitate to people like that in my real life. You know what I'm saying? It is a double-edged sword now once you get into business, or when you're in a position like mine, because being on the ground, being on the front lines, being accessible, being transparent. You know, when you're sitting in the seat that I'm sitting in as an owner of one of the biggest battle rap platforms in battle rap history, you know, that's a gift and a curse. You know what I'm saying? Then you got a lot of time that's being pulled on. You got a lot of energy. You can get into it because you end up dealing with so many personalities. You know, and I don't really insulate myself too much. You know what I'm saying? So then I start tripping up over differences of opinions and ideas and approaches and conflicts and whatnot. And that comes with the territory. That comes with success. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's going to be 100% smooth. You know what I'm saying? When you're in a seat like mine. But I think that is one of the trade-offs. But I'm never that type of person. You know, I bump into people on the street. I bump into people in my regular life. You know, whether it's just a quick handshake, whether it's a conversation, whether it's we rock out for a blog, whether you pop out to an event. You know what I'm saying? I will continue to appreciate that as if it's day one. That's just who I am as a person.
Okay. Now let's get on with what I want to talk about. Max Out 3 is coming up.
Oh yeah.
Got my pay-per-view already when it was $65, which was already new. It was crazy. I got it because Verb saying it's gonna be 800,233,000.
Yeah, man. Verb ain't letting me keep the customer friendly prices up. He's not letting me.
So Backside 3 coming up. So I know
Yeah.
you as a lead owner, you can't give predictions. So I wanted to go through these matches real quick and tell me what you think about each individual, their strengths, what they bring to the table for their matchup.
You know
So
what? You know what? I'm gonna do something for the very first time in RBE history with you.
what's that?
I am gonna give you my prediction. How about that?
All right, exclusive, exclusive from ARP. That's right.
I don't think I've ever done that in 10
All
years. I
right,
got you. And
all
I'm gonna
right,
do it, and I'm gonna do it to stir the pot a little bit.
all right. Hey, listen. Y'all already know they calling this card the Lou. Y'all already know St. Louis in the building. All right, so ARP first one, Hitman Holla versus Ill Will.
Okay, so you got Ill Will, who I consider the best battle rapper in the world. Um, and for that reason, I got Hitman winning this battle 2-1.
Mm,
Um, I think he's tired of people playing with his name. I think he knows very well who he is, what he's done for this culture, and he's capable of beating the best of the best on any given night. You know what I'm saying? Like you could, whether it could be Tay Rock, or it could be whoever. Like Hitman will find a way to beat the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? But I do see that he's like an 80-20 underdog. So you
mm,
know what? I'm gonna go against the best battle rapper in the world, and I'm gonna go with the underdog for this one. I
okay.
think matchup wise, these two guys standing in front of each other,
Mm,
it's just one of those perfect matchups.
mm,
There are certain attributes that some do better than the others. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the energy, the presence, the performance is on the Hitman side. Sometimes that creativity, that charisma, maybe that bar for bar side is on Will's side. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about like sometimes it's like boxing when they say styles make fights. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Sometimes you could be the best writer in the world and lose to this person that just had a better approach. Sometimes you could have a great scheme, a great approach, a great angle, and it could just lose because you got all the way. Like it
mm,
goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Ill Will right now, he can claim to be the king of the blue room, given, he did the classic battle with 40 bars. He did the classic battle with Hollowed It Down, which is, I think, should be, up there for battle of the year contender. You know what I'm saying? Then he had the wicked performance versus King Los. So
mm,
he has claims to the blue room, period. But then you got Hitman. Last time we saw him in a small room versus Bill Collector, they said it was one of his best for bar performances ever.
facts.
So I know how Hitman gives it up in a small room, and he's familiar with the blue room. Not only does he do events in that building, but he comes to every blue room event. You know what I'm saying? So he's been studying. When you see him in the footage sitting there, he's not just being a fan. He knows that, he after he leaves those events, him and ARP gonna get on the call and figure something out sooner or later. You know what I'm saying? So
I
yeah,
heard
I
he.
never did this. I never did this before, but I'm gonna do it for your joint. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Hitman
I
2-1.
appreciate. I appreciate it. All right, next matchup. A Verb been antagonizing A Ward every single day. So A Verb versus
Yeah.
A Ward. We
This could be, I'm trying to think real quick. This might be the the strongest or the best or the biggest or the most promoted grudge match of 2023. I don't think that there's been a grudge match to top this. There's going to be a grudge match for the ages. uh A Ward, I remember at one point offered to battle A Verb in St. Louis. Just so happens it turned out where St. Louis is coming to Atlanta now. You know what I'm saying? Um A Ward is familiar with the Blue Room. He knows the metrics of that place and the vibe and energy of that place. A Verb returning to RBE. Me and A Verb, we had a fallout, and then he still stayed on his run, doing his thing. RBE kept doing his thing. Me and that guy came back to join forces the way that we supposed to, create magic for the fans. So I think the whole aura of this matchup and Verb and A Ward all coming together for this classic timeless lineup, I think is perfect time, and I think it's a perfect situation. But I'm gonna be consistent. I'm still gonna continue to do what I never did before. I'm gonna give you a prediction.
Okay,
I'm gonna continue to stir the pot,
let's
stir the
get it.
pot.
Now let's
I'm
get
going
it.
A Ward 2-1 because
All right,
because
you gonna piss
because
Verb
because
off?
because the pressure that A Verb has been continuing to put on A Ward, I feel like A Ward has no choice but to step up and win this battle.
Mm,
This is going to sound crazy for me to say. It's going to sound crazy. I think of it in reverse. People say, yo, A Verb, all that you've been talking, you can't lose this battle. I disagree.
mm,
A Verb is not coming to lose this battle, but A Verb can lose this battle. And I'm talking about from a legacy standpoint. A Verb is already a Mount Rushmore candidate.
mm,
A Ward cannot lose this battle because what they're going to say about A Ward is A Ward hasn't reached the levels of A Verb. To reach the levels of A Verb, when you have the most pressurized moments, you have to win.
mm.
So when you're in front of a big K or when you're in front of an A Verb, those are battles that stand out on A Ward's resume, and fans going forward will continue to rank who he is
Facts.
after matchups like that. When you have the real impactful, meaningful battles, those are the ones you get ranked by.
Mm,
And what's so fucked up to be in A Ward's spot is A Ward to me is a Hall of Famer. If battle rap stopped right now, he's in the Hall of Fame. Talent wise, he's one of the best battle rappers on the scene.
mm.
But legacy wise, he needs to win the most important battles that's been in front of him. And if he loses the A Verb, it's going to be one of the biggest stamps on his shit. So
Okay.
now I'm giving a whole different perspective. I'm gonna
I
continue to
like.
stir the pot. A Wood 2-1.
Listen. A Verb about to make a million blogs about you now.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. It's all good. Let's get
Okay.
it, Verb.
All right. Next matchup: Big K versus Young Ill.
I got Young Ill 2-1.
Big K finna choke. Big K gonna choke you.
Here's why Young Ill is gonna win this battle 2-1. Um, he's gonna steal the first round unless Big K comes with the first round that he came. That's like for like A Ward.
Mhm.
Young Ill is gonna steal the first round based off of nostalgia alone.
Okay.
All right. I think the whole battle rap culture is like, yo, Young Ill. That's all the comments that I'm seeing his peers. People like I just watched Calico on Three Letterman. I see him like, man, that's really what I'm looking forward to the whole night is to see
Mhm.
Young Ill.
Mhm.
Calico is a legend. He's like, man, I'm there for that. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole world wants to see Young Ill, and I think the nostalgia of that is gonna really propel the energy in the room for him. I think he's gonna feed off of that energy right away. He's gonna feed off of that love and anticipation right away. And the coin flip can greatly affect that first round too. If Young Ill goes second, and if Big K don't have an A Ward first round, you know what I'm saying? Then it becomes an uphill battle for K. So uh and then K also got the pressure of I think right now at this very moment until the next 3 months conclude, Big K is possibly in the lead for champion of the year.
Facts.
So that's pressure, man. That's pressure. And I know K don't be faltering to pressure, but I think yeah, continue to stir the pot. Young Ill 2-1.
All
It's
right.
such a dope battle too. Such a dope matchup.
Yeah, I love that matchup. All right. Calico versus Goods.
Who I want to take for this one? Which one of them do I dislike more? Um, Damn, who do I dislike more? I dislike them both the same amount. I really don't like neither one of them niggas based on the way that they negotiate. Once the negotiations are done, them both my niggas. I'll fuck with those two guys heavy. But I hate the way they both negotiate, man. I hate the fact that Calico always wants top dollar and he deserves it. And I hate the way Goods is so picky with his opponents, and he should be. I just hate them two niggas. But I guess since Calico has been on RBE more recent,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with Goods 2-1. I'm finding a reason. I'm gonna go Goods 2-1. And here's gonna be one of the reasons why also Goods is gonna win this battle 2-1.
Okay.
Because I'm watching his interviews, I'm watching his blogs, and I think he continues to allude to the fact like I gotta talk about the type of content that got me to being where I'm at.
Mhm.
So I think, and then you see the skit that he did on his channel, the Corner Lord.
Mhm.
So I think he's coming on that street shit, and I think he's also talking about learning and understanding how to mix cipher goods, which is one of the best battle rappers in ciphers. He could argue that he is the best in ciphers, right?
Facts.
Mixing that with battle rap tactics, I think in the blue room, because neither one of those two guys have rapped there before. I've been there more than anybody. I
Mhm.
think that cipher goods mixed with battle rap bars is very, very tough to beat.
Mhm.
Calico, though, I think Calico's been tweeting about an angle that he's going to use.
Mhm.
And I think the timing of this card and the timing of that very well known situation, um,
Mhm.
I think Calico is he's a wizard with his shit. So I think
The Wizard.
Calico's definitely gonna make goods earn it. You
Mhm.
know, it's a legacy, but it's a legend versus legend battle. So it's one of those that hey, you gotta wear this one, win or lose. It's gonna be stamped. It's gonna stick out on your resume.
Mhm.
So I'm just finding bullshit reasons. Fuck it, goods 2-1.
All right. All right.
I
Head Ice versus Show Off.
got head ice 2-1.
He ain't look. Show Off and Big K gonna jump you.
And will.
Yeah,
All the
yeah, we up to
RBE,
all three of
well,
them. All
Hollis
three of them
RBE,
jumping.
Hollis RBE too. But yeah, no, I got Ice 2-1, man. Because Ice struck first. He drew first blood with that social distance classic round that he dropped. And now that becomes one of the lead-ins. People aren't gonna care about why that show off's piece didn't drop at that time or whatever. They're not gonna care about the politics or the time limits of that. All they're gonna say is Ice dropped that classic round and show off we was on your neck about it. That's all that they're gonna remember. That's just how it goes.
Mhm.
And I think he drew first blood with that. Also, it's Ice's return. Ice in the blue room with the way that he talks, I feel like it's going to be a very, very compelling lingo for that small room crowd. Everybody's going to catch his lingo in there. Show off is just, he's been a menace lately. He's on a classic run. He's having battle of the year contenders. He's having classic battles like his shit with Jack, his shit with Chef Trez. Show off is going crazy, but I'm just going to continue to be an asshole. I'm going to go with Head Ice 2-1. Show off. Yeah, you ain't you. I don't know about this one, show. I don't know
Yeah.
about this one.
Look, man, look, man. What people don't know, like ARP got more announcements to come. I know the other battlers, man. Look, a lot of people just
We
thought,
just we just we just dropped one at 5 o'clock. We could talk real quick about QB Black Diamond versus RX's debut.
all right, who you got in that?
I got RX 2-1.
Listen, if y'all don't see ARP at the Max Out 3 event, that means all these people that jumped up and get why
Nah,
you
listen. I could be even further of an asshole and just give like logical reasons too, and then piss people off. So the
shout out
reason
to
why
the
I'm
reason.
going RX 2-1, um, so number one, and this I'm gonna piss QB off on purpose. I'm really motivate QB. I don't like QB's last battle versus Robin Rounds. I don't like it.
Mm,
I don't
mm,
like it overall, and I'm not even. I'm a pick on QB's performance. I feel like QB need. I don't care who QB battles. I want to see her on 10 no matter what. I want to see her having classic performances no matter what. And I don't care. I don't. I'm not replaying QB's performance versus Robin Rounds. I'm
mm,
watching it once and that's it. I
mm,
don't like that. I don't
mm,
like that. So I don't know. She better change that real quick. And then also RX, I was watching the footage that's in the trailer. We didn't have no footage of her, but she did, brand new exclusive content for the trailer.
mm.
And the shit that she was talking, in QB's direction in that trailer. Y'all go to the RBE channel and check it out. It was kind of heavy. I like the talk that she was talking. And this is a hell of a way to debut. I mean, RX is coming from Cali to the East Coast and she's debuting on Max Out 3. One of the biggest cards ever. Let's cut the bullshit now.
Mm.
Tried to be cool and say, listen, try to warn people of what was coming. But I think it's clear right now that on paper, and we haven't it, there's still more coming and a surprise battle. There's 11 battles on this shit that's
Mm.
gonna happen September 2nd. This
Right.
is one of the biggest cards ever.
Hmm.
And Shorty gets to debut on that.
Crazy.
I mean, QB, if QB is getting a little too comfortable in her crib and this girl comes in, so I
Mm,
think, QB got to make sure that she writes her rounds out. And then she goes back over them and says, nope, I'm scrapping all of this and I'm timesing it by 5 because this is Max Out 3. I don't know if she got too comfortable in the Robin Rounds battle. I
mm,
got RX coming in there, on her debut with a chip on her shoulder to show and prove, saying that QB, you got too comfortable around this bitch.
mm.
RX 2-1.
All right, all right. So look, man, people think after them announcements that it was just gonna be bricks, bricks, bricks. He got more people coming. I know he got
Yeah.
more people, so stay tuned.
Yeah,
So
the surprise battle alone got a Mount Rushmore person on it.
yes, he still got more. Hey, it's more crazy this on
And
this
a
card.
legend, and a legend.
It's
And and
more
and, the,
crazy.
and that's the 11th battle. That's a surprise battle.
Mhm.
So
So let me ask you this, ARP. I got two more questions for you. So how can anybody get on? I managed this battle rapper. His name is Tone Bone, super great. He done battle B Magic, both for the QPs and a lot of other people. So how can battle rappers like him get onto RBE?
for sure, do not DM me. Do not DM ARP. I probably got about at least, and I know it's been over years, but I got like 1,000 plus unopened DMs. And then every time we get into event mode, it'd be a lot of supporters, it'd be fans asking questions, it'd be so many. I can't keep up with everything. So I just gave up on that. You know what I'm saying? So I know there's probably a lot of talented people in my DMs, but I can't get to all my DMs. I can't get through all that shit. Um, but we have the intake process right now, and the intake cards. We've dropped probably like 3 intake events already on the channel this year. The intake cards, they also feature one-off battles with established names, with also up-and-comers as well as the No Way Out battles. Sometimes they feature 1SK battles as well. Y'all need to send a DM to Winged. Or go on our channel, all of our ats, the Rare Breed at, my at, my IG, Lawrence's IG, Wing IG. Go to Wing's IG, DM her, not a clip. Don't send her a clip. Send her a full link to one of your best battles that is your most current. So if you got like 3 battles that you had this year, send her your favorite from them 3. Don't send nothing from 5 years ago, nothing like that. Send a DM to Winged. And her and Lawrence, they're doing their job times 10 over there. The last intake card on a flyer had like 31 matches. So 31 matches, that's 62 battlers. They just gave a look to 62 people. We
Crazy.
had it filmed and produced by Runya Day. We didn't cut no corners. And as you see on the channel, we dropped them a mile a minute, almost every day for like the last 2 months. We were dropping battles.
Mm.
So you guys are getting your looks on YouTube. You guys are getting a drop on Rare Breed Entertainment's channel to our fan base. And she's really, her and Lawrence are really, really picking up a lot of people. And we're also seeing people are getting plucked out of the intakes and going straight to mega events. Like you take
Right.
like the last card that had like Profilini versus K
Yeah.
Venom. Those are people that came off of the intake. And then right on the very next card, they get to be on a bill that has Murder Mook versus Big K.
Right.
That's how we do it. There's no other league that does that. There's no other league that you could show up for the intake card and then on a 2 months later be on a bill that has a pay-per-view featuring Murder Mook versus Big K. No other league does that. So I suggest y'all DM Winged. I'm pretty sure she got 1,000 DMs as well, but provided that they having whole cards with 62 people and shit booked, they getting a lot of people on. They getting a lot of people on.
All right. So I'm gonna have my boy Tone Bone. You know, he gonna come in there and wreck havoc, man. He's super dope, ARP.
Yeah, yeah,
So my last question
for
that I
sure.
want to ask you, I always ask my guests this: when it is all said and done, and you are long gone from this earth, what is it that you want the people to know about ARP?
Well, it's not gonna be battle rap related. It's gonna be amongst my family and my inner circle and my close friends and people that I knew on a personal level. So that's always gonna be more important to me than anything. I don't care about fame. I don't care about celebrity. I don't care about status. So that's always going to be out in front. What my immediate circle, my friends and my family cared, thought about me and what I did for them, what they did for me, and how we grew one life to live. Pardon on the call. Can you can still hear me?
Yep.
Okay, cool. But to answer that at a battle rap level, I think from day one I had a reputation of a certain message. I always fought for the battlers. I always fought for the leagues to support each other. I felt like there was things in the culture that I think were counterproductive for the growth, counterproductive for leagues such as myself to continue to grow, and counterproductive for battlers as well. So I hope that people will look at that and say like he fought the good fight. You know what I'm saying? Like ARP fought the good fight. Past that and past those messages that I stood on and those principles that I stood on for the 10 years that people have known me in battle rap. Also that he worked his ass off to really just try to be creative, be innovative, and bring the fans good quality matchups, good quality battlers, good quality events. Because sitting in my seat, it's not easy. It's one of the hardest jobs that I've ever had in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the hardest jobs I've ever worked. But I want people to hopefully look back on our 10 years or 11 years or 12 years or 13 or 15, whatever, however long I stay, and just say like, quality wise, the library that they established and that they created is timeless. It's timeless. And I do feel that impact when I'm out in the world and I meet people and I see people at events and, it's like, it's more of a personal vibe. I can feel it when I shake people's hand and when they say certain things to me. It's not just like, oh yeah, good looking for that dope matchup. It's a personal vibe I get from people. And I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Cause I feel like, me as a transparent blogger, being on a channel, doing a million interviews over the years and that type of stuff, I feel like people have gotten a read on me as a person and as a man and not just some business league owner. You know what I'm saying? Like I've consistently been this person for the last 10 years that y'all have known me as Rare Breed Entertainment. Yeah, I mean, so I feel like, for the most part, people appreciate and respect what I've presented out and the energy that I've put out. So, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that.
All right. Well, I want to thank you, ARP. Once again, you always been great to me. You
Okay.
know, I try to with especially anytime I interview you, especially with this interview, I try to stay away from the bull crap. You get those
Yeah.
questions all the time. All of
Yeah.
but,
That's not your fault. That's my fault because
but
I've been very vocal over the years. So people know if you go to ARP, you're probably gonna answer that question if
we gonna
I
end up
ask
being
them.
but,
Yeah,
but
you
look
know what
at
I'm
this,
saying. So
ARP.
that's not y'all fault. That's my fault. But I do appreciate when people also keep it just about the stuff that's more positive and just the battle rap side of things. And pardon the delays too. Like I said, like getting through my DMs has been so crazy. So I pardon the delay of me getting up here and rocking with you. but I 100% appreciate the support. You know what I'm saying? Please, we every area, every angle, every corner of support is needed to us. So y'all make sure y'all go to rarebreedent.com and support the pay-per-view for September 2nd. Max Out 3, one of the biggest cards on paper ever. When these battlers show up and they start delivering round by round, we can turn this from one of the best cards on paper ever to one of the best turnouts and events ever. We can create that on September 2nd. So appreciate everybody. Y'all make sure y'all get y'all pay-per-view. Appreciate you, G, for having me up here. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you continue to support. You creating trailers and whatnot for AO and like that's so dope, man. It's humbling to see stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's always gonna be brick
Hey,
by
look,
brick.
ARP, I
Always.
tried to stay away from the bull crap, and you still gave the bull crap with the predictions.
Yeah, I said, but
Yeah.
like I said, I never did that before. I don't think I've ever done.
Exclusive,
I've never given
salute.
predictions for a RBE upcoming card. So I
Thank
figured, you
you.
know what? Let me have some fun. Let me be an asshole a little bit, and maybe motivate a couple people. And if I catch a couple strays now on September 2nd and niggas rounds and shit, it's because of your channel. It's because of your fucking
Salute.
platform.
Salute, man. I appreciate you, ARP. I'm gonna let you go. I know you're a busy man, but thank you
My
once
God,
again. And I want to get you back up here after the event so we can chop it up.
let's do it, my guy. Appreciate you as always. Salute, G.
Salute. Peace out.
You already know.